When I start shooting, all y'all gonna clear out.
The character Victor. What will be his role in Tekken 8? What will he want to accomplish that he could not accomplish in Tekken 6, 7, 5, and even 4? You know, he is the main guy controlling all of the Ravens. Everything that Raven and Master Raven has done has been a direct order from him. Now that he's stepping in, he feels like he's pulling a Thanos.
He sent Loki, the attack on New York. That's him.
Sent in Loki, sent in this guy, sent in that guy. No one can get the job done, so I better do it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
No one can get the job done, so I better do it myself. Same thing as Thanos. So what is his grand scheme? What is he trying to accomplish? What is his goals? I think he's going to be a person who does evil things, but it's for the greater good of humanity. I kind of compare it to Jin Kazama in a way where Jin Kazama, he literally waged World War III. He caused all of this destruction, all of this chaos, but he did it to save humanity. He was willing to make the greatest sacrifice ever, give up his own life, his own freedom, his own everything, just for the slim possibility that he could destroy the Devil Gene forever. Now, that is no small thing. If you focus on Azazel's story, Azazel is the rectifier of all things, said to be the originator of the Devil Gene. He has existed for 2,000 years. So Jin Kazama was basically trying to rid humanity of evil that existed for that long. At least it could be far longer. Will Victor be willing to go as far as Jin Kazama? Will there be a moment in the story where he has to put his life on the line, and is he willing to do it? That is the sign of a true hero. Selflessness. Will Victor do that? I don't know. But there is some things about him that is definitely raising a lot of eyebrows. First off, you have the actor who's playing him, Vincent Cassel. You know, they did the video where they talked about Victor and how cool he is. And then they also had some dialogue in there. They had some cool things in there. But if you pay attention to what Victor is saying, it stops being cool. Well, it's still pretty cool. But it stops being cool and it starts being like, wait a minute, what is he saying? This does not seem like something a government official or a cop or a good guy should be saying. It sounds like a bad guy, evildoer, Mojo Jojo monologue. You know, it sounds like an evildoer. Let's analyze this, and I want to transition over to some other things that we have about the character that, once again, it's just all raising the eyebrows. Victor says, only we can control the balance of this planet. That's not really a bad thing when you just read it. In the world of Tekken, there's been a power balance going on for a very long time in the Mishima Zaibatu's. See, here's the thing, right? For those of you who don't know, okay, history lesson. For those of you who don't know, the Mishima Zaibatsus goes all the way back to basically the end of World War II. Jinpapi, he was in control of the Mishima Zaibatsu, and he was kind of a good guy, you know? Now, my memory is a little bit fuzzy on this, but the Mishima Zaibatsu rose up in that era of, you know, after Japan World War II. For those of you who know about Japan and World War II, you can understand how they would allow something like the Mishima Zaibatsu to rise up and counter what Japan was doing. So that's kind of how the Mishima Zaibatsu started, is by Japan having their own issues that they were facing, and Mishima Zaibatsu rising up to, you know, play a role in defeating them, yada, yada, yada. Fast forward, Jinpapi does all this good stuff, everyone loves him. Heihachi comes along, usurps him. Kazuya comes along, usurps Heihachi. Jin comes along, you know, and that enters us to where we are now. Ever since the Mishima Zaibatsu got so powerful, it's been out of balance. And Victor is saying only we can control the balance of this planet. The second screenshot, and this is when it starts to seem dark, evil. He says, this is the second part of the quote, I am the master of the universe. Tell me, when have you ever heard Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, any hero say anything like this? What is he trying to convey in this moment? Another question you have to ask is, who is he talking to? Is this just a general quote that is used for everyone, or is this directed towards one person in particular? Vermilion Byte has a tweet at the time of recording 3 hours ago. It says, keep your eyes on Victor, guys. Note, this is from a recent PlayStation blog. The screenshot here says, Victor plays a vital role in Tekken 8, influencing the power balance in the world. In past installments, the leader of the UN was not revealed. However, this game, with the growing influence of G Corporation led by Kazuya Mishima, the founder of the UN Armed Forces, Victor, makes his debut. His participation promises a unique and substantial twist to the story compared to previous titles. There was another moment in this Vincent Cassel interview where Victor was talking to Lars Alexander. He was saying something along the lines of only a joint operation can work. Us working together is the only way. Now you could see that as Raven, Victor teaming up with Lars and Jin Kazama like they did in Tekken 6. But what I think would be a twist, pay attention, a substantial twist, is what if Victor is identifying Lars as the key source of Yggdrasil's power? You know, he is the reason all the soldiers broke away, not Jin Kazama. Here's the thing, Jin Kazama is the only Mishima or whatever who broke away and did not bring soldiers with him. Lei Shao Kahn took soldiers and turned that into violent systems. Lars broke away, he took the Tekken Force and turned it into Yggdrasil. Jin didn't take anything. So you have to ask the question, if you convince Lars to backstab or betray Jin Kazama, how powerful is Jin strategically, like on a battlefield? Yes, he's still one of the most powerful characters in Tekken, but you don't have control over this global force, this airship in the sky raining down death and destruction. You don't have any of that at your disposal. And I just wonder, once again, you have so many different characters, one who hates the Mishima Zaibatsu, hate the Devil Gene specifically, Victor, Zafina, Claudio. Some of them have faith in Jin Kazama, but what if he does something again that make people lose his faith? The only reason Lars is working with Jin because he feels like he has no other way. But what if there is another way? What if there's a better way? What happens to their relationship then? I know when I bring up the idea of a character being backstabbed or a character dying or a character being betrayed, all of these things, Tekken fans lose their mind. But the developers keep talking about a surprise, a twist. They keep throwing these characters at us who has the power to do these things. You have two characters in Tekken right now who can exorcist, neutralize, or nullify the Devil Gene. Why do you have two of those characters? We don't even know what Zafina could do, but you have June and Claudio who could do serious damage to the Devil Gene. Why do they have these characters if they're not going to use them? The same thing for Reina, the daughter of Heihachi. She seems very powerful. She seems like she's going to be controlling the remnants of the Mishima Zaibatsu. What if she teams up with Victor? There's so many different possibilities here, and Tekken 8 is definitely going to pull on one of these strings.